It was a cold, moonless night when Sarah decided to explore the old abandoned mansion at the edge of town. The house had long been in the subject of local rumors and ghost stories, and Sarah, curiously, had finally gotten the better of her as she approached the dilapidated structure. An eerie feeling crept up her spine. The wind bowled through the broken windows and the creaking of the rotting floorboards seemed to echo her every step. Unde- Undeterred, Sarah pushed open a heavy wooden door and stepped inside. The unseen prison, the interior of a mansion, was shrouded in darkness, save for the access flash flash of lightning that illuminated the decaying walls and the cobweb-covered furniture. Sarah heard pounding in her chest as she constantly made her way through the foyer, the floorboards grinding beneath her feet. Suddenly a chill ran down her spine, and she felt a prison behind her. Slowly she turned it around, only to be met with a pair of glowing red eyes starting back at her from the shadows. A loud, guttural groan echoed through the room, sending a shiver down her spine. The horrifying encounter Sarah's mind resided as she tried to make sense of what was happening. She knew she had to get out, but her legs felt like lead. The creature, whatever it was, began to move closer. It was claws scraping against the hardwood floor. Sarah breathed, catching her throat as the creature emerged from the darkness, revealing a twisted demonic form. It lounged towards her, its jaw open wide, and Sarah let out a scream of pure terror. The chilling consolation. The next morning, the police found Sarah's lifeless body in an abandoned mansion, her face frozen and looked pure terror. The cause of death was never official. They reminded by the locals all knew the truth. The house was haunted by a dark, malevolent entirely that had claimed another victim. In the quiet town of Everwood, Harrow Manor stood abandoned, its dark windows starting like a soul's eyes. The locals whispered of the shadows and the sinister voices, warning all to stay away. Emily, a journalist with a penchant for the supernatural, decided to uncover the truth. One foggy evening, she approached the manor, her heart pounding with a mix of fear and excitement. The front door creaked open, revealing a deep, dust-covered hollow as Emily stepped inside. The temperature dropped, and the shadows seemed to silhouette along the walls. Exploring cautiously, she reached the living room, where a large cracked mirror hung above a cold fireplace. Her reflection started back at her, but the shadows in the mirror moved independently, whispering instinctive words, leaning closer. The whispering became clearer. "Help us, free us." Suddenly, cold invisible hand grabbing her, dragging her towards the mirror. Emily screamed, but the voice was shrouded by the darkness. The mirror surface rippled and she was pulled inside. Inside the mirror, she found herself in twisted version of the manor beneath in a sickly green light. Ghostly figures with hollow eyes surrounded her, their whispers turning into unghosted cries. Emily realized she was trapped with the souls of the manor victims. A gaunt figure emerged from the shadows. Thomas Howell, the manor original owner, now a vengeful sprint. His voice was a chilling whisper. You might now disappeared, Emily. Remember it. The stories of Harrow packed with a dark auntie. She reached into the pocket and pulled out a small silver graphics, holding it up. Thankfully, the shadows recording and Thomas Green felt with a final desperate scream. Emily drove the graphics into the mirror surface, shattering it. The ghostly figures folded and Emily was explained back into the real. In a village near dense woods, locals spoke of a haunted grove called the Whispering Woods, where early murmurs filled the night as a skeptical travelers named Mark decided to camp there, dismissing the warning. As night fell, the forest grew silent. Then the whispering began. They grew louder, calling his name Mark, Mark. Terrified Mark tried to leave, but the whispers followed. Her tripped his flashlight, rolling away, revealing shadowy figures with glowing eyes. Join us, Mark, they whispered. The next morning, the villagers found his abandoned campsite. Mark was never seen again, lost in the whispering woods. If you like the video, subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. Bye guys.